Hello everyone and welcome to the Zenith COD Mobile League Week 5. I'm your host Dominic this week and I'm joined by Vigilante.
Hey, how's it going everybody? Ready for some good games today. We've got alongside Victory Squad versus Kings.
Yeah, Victory Squad versus Kings, both of them are currently in the top 4 as they are needing to be in the top 4 in order to continue on to the playoffs. Kings, however, is a little bit... They're kind of in the bottom of the top 4, And if they don't win this, they're going to be in a bit of a risky position for Animus versus G&G, which should be the next match, or at the very least is definitely still on the table for points. So, yeah, Kings is definitely in a position where they want to be winning this, if at all possible. Victory Symbol, no, they're already ahead, but currently they are a bit behind. Kings on the attack. Kings already taking out 3 of the players on Victory Symbol. And
Kings starting out strong today.
Yep, Vera looking to go for point B. They've gotten some help from Angel to clear it out. Criminal is down. That opens up the point B. No indication of what they're planning on doing with it, though. What?
Not sure what they're going to be able to do with it. Pushing in here, Veer actually popping off with it. So I think they're trying to decide which one they want to go for on the plant here, trying to hold down backside of Wood.
Well, it's 2v2, so it's definitely hard to hold anymore. I mean, Narc's covering Vera coming in here, and Vera goes down. Narc's now the only one left on Kings, rather. And they are not looking good. They need to get 2 kills in 30 seconds.
Great job of pushing down the clock right now.
Yeah, agreed. That's absolutely true. Victory Symbol is doing a great job just putting Kings in this position they really can't get out of easily. And also, Magister did not get killed by the sniper rifle, but there's... Yeah, Narc's going for it and does not make it, unfortunately. They were just off the side.
Tried to take advantage of that smoke grenade there. Actually worked out in his favor, gave him a little bit of extra time, but just wasn't long enough.
Yeah, a bit of a shame. The way they were going on point B there, honestly, they would have been fine if they had been in the middle of it. Or just giving them enough time, you would use it as cover, wouldn't have had anyone else coming in, and then, hey, it's an extra 45 seconds, and you have the time advantage.
Kings breaking off in 2 separate groups right now. One holding down Wood, one trying to take out A. I kind of feel like at this moment you would usually see, especially with Kings being in the position that they're in, they would try to make a push towards a specific point. But you see more and more in the competitive scene, you're seeing more and more of this hold Wood strategy until they can decide on where the teams broke up into.
Which makes sense because they have 80 seconds. And they only have one opponent left.
It's
so
working
it's
out great.
5v1. So you don't need to hurry. I honestly think it's a great strategy. Why rush when... Yeah, why rush? Ooh. Magister Inez goes down. Kings on the board.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
So, yeah, you were talking before about the way the competitive scene's going with more patient play.
It is turned into more patient play towards further into the championship series that we've been seeing more and more players, or more and more teams are actually using that position, as you saw last game and you're starting to see in this game also. A lot of the players actually holding down Wood, trying to see if they can't find movement to decide on what the best point is to run down back alleyway and head off B, or to try and push in towards A and hold the back of the trailer. Usually they run into the beginning defense where you saw the first game, where you saw the corner being held there by Magister.
Yes, and Magister are continuing to hold that by point B, but they're kind of on their own. Realizing this, moving in, rotating to the center, and I don't expect that point B is going to be taken very quickly, but, I mean, if this is spotted, actually we could see a rotation, and... Yeah, we're seeing some careful rotation. Vera is throwing the grenade. Just double checking, make sure. Is there anyone here?
Watch Narcs right now. Narcs actually just now moving into Wood, but before was holding down A. He was holding down 3 different Victory players on A, keeping them from being able to move past the trailer towards his team at B.
Brilliantly done, too. That is giving the rest of the team at B plenty of breathing room. Now it's 4v2. As the shotgun is proof is why it's not often legal outside of these. This
good double kill
and that is it.
Grizz.
Brilliantly done. Kings 2-1.
Narcs definitely was a solid MVP for that game, just being able to hold down more than half of the team for Victory on A without them being able to move anywhere near his team.
Absolutely. The fact that was done. Oh, Narcs goes down.
And
the fact that Narcs
they were waiting for it this time.
Yeah, that opened up point B last time, but this time without Narcs, 4v5. Angel is coming in as the second sniper, but it is still 4v5, and Kings luckily for them, do have a point advantage at this point. Ooh, 4v4. Nice
The
headshot.
man to take down Narcs was Cristale sitting on top of Garage right now, actually being able to completely control the midsection right now, giving them really no other choice but to push down back alley.
Which they are taking, and it's not working as expected. I mean, Angel able to get that kill once the regen goes through. It'll be 3v3, solid 3v3. Cristale Master, Ministry Inez. Ooh,
They have full
nice
control. They've
Cristale.
got to get in there and plant that bomb.
All up to you now. Finish the mission.
Grizz does not even have the bomb on hand. They're right next to it. If they can't get it, Cox takes them out, and that ties the game up.
Next round.
A little extra defensively played there towards B, and it actually did not play in their favor. He's a little bit too much time.
Unfortunately, losing Narcs early on was not ideal. And we're seeing Kings say, you know what? Screw it. Hard rush.
This is it. Yep, the hard rush.
It's good, though. I mean, you know, go for the safe strategy when you can, but sometimes the hard rush is just really useful because your opponent is not expecting it.
Completely throws them off, absolutely, especially after the last 4 games they've been playing. Narcs now taking the position to hold down back alley, make sure nobody flanks, but it's not working out for him.
It's tricky. Narc's able to hold on for now, but they just went down. Varus now the only one left on the team. They're being flanked on all sides. Crystal goes take some damage, but it's not enough. Nox takes them out, and side switch. Now Victory Symbol in the lead onto the attack.
Destroy the objective.
Now all Victory Symbol has to do is find a position to attack from immediately rushing point B.
Taking a card right out of King's play here, going to go in with a full team push on back.
And Kings doesn't see it coming. Kings, where are you? They're coming in. Grizz gets taken out from behind.
This is how
Smoking
Kings
it.
thought it was going to go.
Ooh, I don't know. Nice grenade turning this around, potentially.
This
Narcs
is how
unfortunately
Kings
not
was
able to find
hoping for
anything.
it to go last game.
Yeah, they were, but it's
Doing well,
it's
holding
kinda
off.
going. It's kind of going.
Oh, good slide there by Inferno.
And with that, COD Manuel's the only one left. It's tricky to say what's going to happen. They can't quite get the bomb without being sniped out. And of course, Narcs is still ready. They're just waiting. Like,
Done well enough to actually make the rest of the team think they're gone. He has the ability to do it right now, but he's very nervous for good reason. His entire team push just got completely annihilated.
I like this play from Criminal. They know that their snipers are likely to be focused on the point, and they completely take him out. Nicely done taking out Narcs without Narcs even noticing. Brilliant counterplay. Now Inferno still on the anchor. Has to make sure that the bomb doesn't get taken. Of course, time is still in King's favor right now. Criminal goes, grabs.
Now
goes
a
to
level
grab the
playing
bomb.
field.
Well,
1v1, no, he's going to go for the kill, and it's not going to work out that time.
Yep, there it is. King's taking out that last player, which admittedly that was close. And I gotta give massive props to Criminal for realizing, you know what, they're gonna have a sniper. Their sniper is going to be focused on that bomb. Try to find where they'd be, and then just totally work because Narcs was not looking short range. Speaking of which, though, Narcs already getting 2 kills right off the
Joshing
bat.
off 3 kills, triple kill for Narcs.
Cox takes them out, but it's 4v2. And now with Crystal being the only member left of Victory Symbol, looks like Kings is going to put another point
That
on
is
the
not the
scoreboard.
hornet's nest you want to push into.
Oh, no, it is not. So with that, Kings is looking pretty strong. Not gonna lie, they're
Kings know that this is like you said in the beginning. They have to stay in control of this game if they want to stay relevant in the league.
and they're certainly doing that. They only have to win 2 more rounds in order to take this first game, and that is looking reasonably likely. Grizz and Angel handling point B, Varen Inferno kind of in the middle. Just
Oh, good
ready
throw
to
there.
rotate. Nicely done. Inferno takes out Cox. Crystal, however, on the revenge kill. Still 3v3. Crystal can find any kind of opening, then there's potential for bomb plant, but it doesn't look like that's even likely. Crystal right in the middle. Waiting for some indication of security somewhere.
I definitely agree on that. He's looking to hoping this team can put down a couple more kills here. If they can't go for the kills, the bomb will be the last resort on this one.
Grizz, however, does go down. So there's the kills. Angel now the only one left on Kings.
This is where you're going to see the bomb play, just to that way they can flush the other player out. They're going to force them to come play on their own play.
Exactly what's happening. Crystal going for the plant. Going for the plant in front, too.
A brave move on that part.
Well, Angel knows where they are, or at least where they were. There's no way Angel's going to be able to defuse that without either extremely clever play or, killing both players. And we're looking right now, see, Yanez
he's going to be able to take
advantage
of the head glitch on the bomb if he was to play this one right, but they're going to try and run out that clock.
Angel takes out one. Wait, is there a head glitch? We'll discuss that later. Crystal goes down. There's time for the defuse. And it looks like it'll be like 2 seconds remaining. 3 seconds remaining. Just barely. Kings gets to match point. So what was this glitch you were talking about, Vigilante?
It's in competitive play, they'll call the bomb casing they'll call it a head glitch. So it's basically given nothing else but your head to actually aim at. It makes you extremely hard to be able to defeat in a gunfight whenever you can actually take advantage of the bomb casing.
Right. Yeah, so basically it's just really hard cover.
I never liked it either. I used to try and call it a head peek, but nobody ever knows what you're talking about.
Fair enough. Anyway,
Crystal pushing.
Crystal's push, unfortunately, stopped a bit short. Cox down as well. Magician is now the only hope for Victory Symbol to actually take this round, take this match at all. Magician Yanez goes down. That is going to be it for Victory Symbol in round 1, but they do get a nice corner snipe. Inferno gets spotted, does not get killed. Magician Yanez just trying to find that one last shot, or, well, 2 last shots.
Yeah, and he's still got to worry about Narcs. Narcs just waiting, begging for him to take a push on B.
Enemy in sight.
And they do still have a minute left. So there's time. Not much time, but time.
Narc should have seen him by this point. Narc sees him right. We're moving past the window. He's going to start pushing in to try and find him. He's got to anticipate the play here and see which way he's going to push in. You see them both going for the pinch.
Yeah, I got to point out that we saw Quedmanul do that really clever play earlier. That was because they went prone through the window. That is not what happened this round. And as a result, Kings takes the first round.
Kings came to play today. They definitely know that this position is something that they have to hold on this one, so they're not going to let it get by them.
And I respect that greatly. So with that, Kings now up 1-0 in this series. They only need to get one more, and then they will be, I think, even when it comes, or just about even when it comes to score, and still in the running for top 4. Like, that is, like, they won't be as vulnerable to someone upsetting them from the bottom 4 right now.
Being able to start off with that first one is not only, just like you said, a point-wise advantage, but it's also a more, trying to think of a
morale boost.
Hyping them up, basically. Getting morale boost. Thank you.
And that's going to be really cool going into Hardpoint, because Kings has, in my experience watching them, been quite strong in the respawn modes compared to when they're playing in Search and Destroy. Their Search and Destroy play is good, but their respawn mode play has been strong, though this season of, well, at least in Zenith, it's not been as strong as a House of Anubis, so I'm not entirely sure, because this is kind of their ace in the hole, and while they are a round ahead, they might be fighting uphill here.
They are a little bit. It's especially at that last game, it was a lot of really close KDs on that one, but it's going to come down to Hardpoint being this next game. They're really going to have to get more advantage on these gunfights. They're going to have to win those gunfights if they want to keep the point values that they've had. Are they going to take out that third spectator spot?
Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Okay, looks like Victor Symbol swapping their team, but yeah, Oh, I see.
I thought they were going to go for a sub on that one. I was a little
Me
surprised.
too. Yeah. Just because the situation is as it is, like you think, well, oftentimes players do get subbed in for the respawn modes.
Definitely, especially like hardpoint. Out of all of them, it's almost a completely different mental standpoint when you play this game.
Especially Summit Hardpoint, because of just how hard it is to capture or recapture most of the points on Summit.
Yeah, Summit always it's that middle section is going to be a tough one. I mean, at least when you're playing something like Domination, you know where the points are going to always be. But on Summit, like you said, it's when the hard point are moving around place to place, and it already makes a map that is as hard to play on as Summit even harder.
So that's, like I said, it's going to come down to being mindful of the next point, really. Always going to come down to that.
Hardpoint's always going to come down to the good rotations, the 15-second movements, and how many players you're going to be able to use for defense outside of the zone. And usually they have at least 1 to 2 players sitting inside the hard point while the other 3 are just keeping a good zone defense pushed out. But this time on Summit, it's a whole lot harder. It's so much more close quarters. And just like we said, here they come. Good start out here by Victory.
Victor Symbol coming in the top side. They're able to take out pretty much everyone on the point. Grizz goes down with that. Points opened up. Switches back over, but still kind of tied. This first point, relatively even. I expect Kings will be coming back. And they are indeed doing exactly that. So the first point tends to be a bit more contested. It's after this point that we're going to see whether this game goes hard one way or the other. A hardy rotation. Crystal getting taken out by Grizz, just to make sure the rotation doesn't go anywhere. Nicely done.
Good start out here by Victory Symbol, too. That's what they needed. They needed to try and cool off Kings after that last game, pushing as hard as they were, especially when knowing that the next hard point is going to be one of the hardest ones. It's going to be right out here on balcony where you already see Narcs getting ready.
And Kings, I don't know. They still held on to it. They're neck and neck score-wise. They managed to get the initial hold on that point, and they're contesting it back well.
They definitely are. Victory Symbol actually taking back control of this one. They're trying to keep that point value ahead as far as possible because they know that the time coming it's going to take the endurance play to be able to keep this up.
Oh, did you... last week should have seen there was a hardpoint match in Summit where it started out like this and then became like 150 to 50. I think it was House of Anubis versus Kings, and House of Anubis ended up running away with it.
I'm telling you, people don't understand the endurance part of playing hardpoint. It's being able to keep that mental security of being able to have the perfect rotations and at the same time keep up your communication to a point to where you can try and control of it.
Well, speaking of rotations, it looks like already we have Victory Symbol taking a solid lead on this next point. And this point,
this one will be interesting.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for Kings because this point is remarkably difficult to take. We see right now Mr. Yanez is just holding all the entrances in a way that makes them basically grenade-proof. But they are taken out. Angel takes them out completely, opening the point back up for Kings. Bit of contest going down, but that is not going to be enough. Kings able to hold that point now. And they've got at least get 10 seconds for free.
These plays, these teams, they get so used to knowing exactly where these people are going to be sitting. So if they can actually push in with a couple players at a time, which brings back the communication aspect of what we talked about before, that's what it's going to turn into. This just very good communication here for Kings.
Speaking of which, though, they've been communicating pretty well about the next point because this next point is, I would say, the hardest to capture. Mr. Yanez does, however, have it from the beginning. They are the only ones on the point, though, but getting to it is going to be an absolute nightmare. Kings is nowhere near it. Everyone in Kings getting taken out. Grizz, the only one getting even close. Smoke grenade does get popped. Opening things up. Magician Yanez gets flanked Manuel, however, could take out Angel, and they do, once again securing that point for Victory Symbol.
Victory Symbol's still continuing to be able to keep that small. It's small, but enough to be able to keep enough points ahead of them to where they don't have to lose too much security in the game. Now, the only problem about this part, like you said, it's a very hard point to play. It's so small in quarters that it's hard to actually keep track of all three entrances into it. And you're going to see that right here, Narcs and them. They're going to push forward in here, and they're going to actually run them out as fast as possible. It's significant or insignificant amount of points towards the end, but as the game goes on, those points will be detrimental.
More importantly, Vera already in place, takes out Magician Inez, but dies in the process. So that point still actually being held. Angel was behind them, so Angel has that for Kings, and Kings breaking into the triple... Oh, almost breaking into triple digits. Grizz and Vera secure it back.
Back into the kill box here. The control room, absolute, just bullets fly from every direction. Teams that can confidently hold this point for so long are so impressive.
Yeah, this is the hardest point to hold. Easy. And it's being held. I mean, Kings has the advantage now. They are winning for the first time this game. I mean, not by much, and it's going to maybe turn around because... That is going to turn around again.
They are going to turn around. They were doing a good job of keeping it contested, not allowing them to have the points, but this is where you're going to see the rotation anyways. They're already fighting over the next point.
Yeah, there's the mollies. There's the grenades on top of that, and it's fire. Fire.
And there comes the strike.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of holding this late game is that there's not a whole lot of space in the balcony to not die.
No, there's nowhere to escape death on the balcony.
So with Kings having taken that, they are only 25 points away. If they can hold this point securely, and it looks reasonably confident that they can, they are either going to win on this or... No one's going to win on this, but whoever takes the next point, they only have to hold it for like 5 seconds to win.
Grizz has got to get in there. Oh, man, he just cannot catch a break on this. They've got to get in. They got to contest this point.
Oh, no. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds. 3 seconds.
What a play, Cox.
Angel comes in there at the very last second. It's getting too close.
And I do not... Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The last few minutes, you got to take in there.
That's it. Oh, so close. But that is Victory Symbol taking it just barely. Damn, whoever rotated, like I said, whoever rotates on the next point takes it, and that's exactly what happened.
Well done, Victory Symbol. Starting it off in the beginning at keeping that point value, and they just consistently were able to keep just ahead. Towards the end there, you know that the endurance game started to make them sweat, but they were able to hold tight. That was a good play. Good rotation on that final one, making sure their team had complete control by the time the rotation swapped.
Exactly. That was the key to winning, and now Victory Symbol remains in this going into the last map. I believe it's going to be Domination. Not sure... Probably going to be Standoff, I believe, if it's anything like last week.
I think it is Standoff, the next one.
I mean, that
Look at these two MVPs for both games, 26 and 25. Well done, Grizzly.
Yeah, that is the sign, especially with respawn mode, of, even teams. Like, it was 150 to 136, and the top players, actually most of the players basically have the same kill-death ratio, so yeah, very evenly matched.
Right, and you saw Cox was the one that was able to break in towards the end there and actually run them out of that second to last hard point.
Yep. And that was the key. Had that not happened, it would have been entirely different. It would have been Kings taking it 2-0. No, we're on Domination Meltdown. Okay.
Points here.
Not a map I have casted before.
You see, a Meltdown, the interesting choice on the Meltdown. Okay. Domination, one of the funnest, not only one of the funnest ones to cast, one of the funnest ones to watch. This is the point where that middle area just becomes the entire war zone of most of the map. when
When you're playing with a rule set that's more restrictive, like the typical like league rule sets that are made, which, you know, ban shotguns and a bunch of kill streak rewards and one sniper per team, that kind of stuff, it tends to be more center focused and it tends to be a lot more even. Like, they have to really work to win. But I found with the ranked mode rule set that Zenith is using, it's way easier for teams to just dominate 3 points. Like, get all 3 points and just run away with the game.
I can see that. I mean, I agree with that. I can see that. Most people that watch mine, they know I'm usually having to cast the more restricted rule sets, like you said. So
yeah,
this will be an interesting game regardless. Meltdown, a very obviously new to some people on this map, but this map is actually extremely fun to play on.
It's kind of pretty too, actually. Well, we start out, and I mean, of course, center is going to be the main drive here, main story, because this map actually is fairly large. I kind of don't expect we're going to see a lot of capturing a point A or C.
No, I believe it'll only happen whenever the respawns actually swap. That's when you're going to start seeing those and start moving around.
Right. Well, so far, Kings takes an early lead. Takes point B immediately. Holding that is, of course, going to be the core of the game. But that being said, it looks like a fairly easy point to hold. We have Narcs in the middle of the reactor room, just not really worrying about it. Just taking out whoever they need to and then going back behind cover.
You know, that being said, even based off of what you said in before the match started, because of the type rule set that the Zenith League uses, you would think this point would be super hard to actually hold. But these guys are making it look like it was nothing, just another day.
Well, that they are, or have been in the past, the top EU team, and they're certainly working to reclaim that title. So,
certainly a reason for that.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason for that.
These shots, Angel absolutely dominating right now in the middle area, alongside Grizz, a tag team that is just hard to defeat right now.
Yeah, and that is crucial because we are, I believe, starting to see. Yeah, we're seeing some pushes over to point C. In fact, Crystally is trying to find room at point C.
Inferno doing the opposite. Also, he's trying to take over A and getting very close to being able to do so. But he's trying to cut him off right now. I think he's got called out, and now he's going to try and cut him off now and moving in towards C.
Yep.
Or A, excuse me.
Ooh. Are they opening things up? Looks like they might be. The respawns, of course, are going to stop them. But more importantly, this entire effort from from Angel and Grizz is making sure that Narcs' job is as easy as possible, and the point is just being held. It looks effortless. Like you said,
Inferno right now absolutely trying to lock them into their spawn. They finally are able to get him through the car bomb.
Well, finally, it's still not that far in. We still, like, it's 75 points before we get the side switch. 10 point pings left, which I believe is about 10 seconds.
Ooh, Progressive checking a point here. He's trying to go
seconds.
for B. He's about to get double teamed, though. Not able to do anything with it.
Yeah, that's the first chance that Victory Symbol has had to even take point B, and they were completely denied. Just about as close as a shutout as you can get at this level. Kings 75-40 on the side switch, holding point B from from just about the word go right to the end, uninterrupted.
Making it look easy. I mean, that was, no pun intended, absolute domination. That was the definition of it.
Yeah, that is worth noting, like we said. Grizz and Angel were absolutely key to that. Narcs was doing a great job holding the point. Grizz and Angel were doing a great job maintaining the rest of the map control, and Inferno was spawn camping, which, I mean, it's a thing you can do, and it worked.
Look at this push. They chose not to go for B this time. They run the entire far side, and they are actually going straight after A and have completed such before Kings can even get a point.
Which
they actually were keeping them from getting the point, moving in for the 3.
Yeah, because holding A, they would have been taking that whole point to begin with, and now, I mean, sorry, would have taken the respawns to begin with.
Angel, can Angel do it? Angel does. He pushes out the last
Oh.
player for victory, taking back over A.
Just barely. Narcs double kill by the spawn point, too, making point B even easier to hold. Crystal goes down as well. So, point B once again captured.
That Cordite has been an absolute monster for the past 3 months of competitive play. That is such a good gun. And now the Annihilator comes out.
Yep. And with that, oh, COD Manuel looks ready to actually take the center. I mean, the Molly's making a bit of a problem. Ooh. Nice
And
RPG
since
shot
then,
there.
it's looking a lot like it did last game.
It's looking like it, and Angel stops it from making it look any different.
They're trying so hard. He is just not letting it happen. Once again, Angel with the Annihilator, just double kill back to back. Nobody's going to be able to take B as long as Angel's still there.
Angel finding an amazing spot to go for cover. Keep themselves from being taken out. It's only another 20 point pips, or point
Look at
ticks.
this, nice, beautiful shots here by Angel.
Okay,
He's a,
RC comes out just for the extra little bit of hold. Oh! No, sorry, Narcs went down. Angel's still up. Angel with a shot does not get Progressive. Progressive takes them out instead, using their own Annihilator. Looking to grab that point.
So hard to fight against that Annihilator. I mean, I wish I could have gone back just to see how many kills Angel got with one run with the Annihilator.
Yeah, we should have kept track. So they have 14 right now. They're now 16. Oh, they don't have the Annihilator out. They're using the shotgun.
It's the same thing.
That's fair. Yeah,
be.
There's a reason they're both not using the more restrictive rule sets. Because, yeah, they're
And now
kind
B
of
taken.
Oh, wow, B's retaken. It's going to be hard to tell that that's actually going to matter, though. I think right now,
they're taking it back.
Yeah, mathematically speaking, even if that was held by victory symbol for the rest of the game, they would have to hold all 3 points to be able to actually be able to win.
Yeah, but it's looking like another King win here. Definitely, easily.
Yeah, no, there's no way Kings will lose unless they lose all 3 points.
And this is a play that you see a lot, even on COD console. I've been watching Kings use those Molotovs to try and hold B under their own point, which is another reason why they've been able to harm so many of the victory players that have tried to push into that point. I think I've seen 5 different Molotovs hit that point, and that is it for the victory symbol. Kings takes another game.
Kings going 2-1. Congratulations, they are securing their position in the top 4. Victory symbol is still secure. They were second place, basically, like tied.
Yeah, they knew they had this point, and Kings had the more to lose here.
Yeah, Kings securely in the top 4, which does leave the remaining 4 teams in a bit of a position. So right now it's House of Anubis, Victory Symbol, Kings, and unfortunately I don't have a pretty thing to show. And Singularity are the top, and Victory Symbol and Kings now tied up. House of Anubis at the top, Singularity in third. After that is actually quite a jump between Kings and Cold Esports, the 5th place team.
Well, they needed this. I mean, like we've told many times, if they could put anybody down for point value, it would definitely be Victory Symbol.
Well, having done so, Kings now should be about 7 points ahead of Cold Esports, which is their the next one down to try to challenge their spot. And I believe this is either the last or second to last week. So depending on how things go with the games, the remaining games for this week and next week, looks like Kings is pretty secure in their position now.
It is well played, well deserved after today's showing. I mean, especially that last game of domination was absolutely beautiful.
So it looks like that will have been the only match we do today. So congratulations to Kings taking on Victory Symbol, and that's it. There's apparently that was it for the actual broadcast matches. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Vigilante, for joining me here.
Absolutely. Thank you for always having me. Always fun to co-cast with you.
Indeed, it's always fun to co-cast with you too. And Soul, thank you to Soul to organizing this, and thanks all of you for watching. And thanks to the players.
Thanks,
for playing, of course.
everybody.
So until next time, have a good night.